The Spore love chilling in their own waste and spewing their stink all over my beautiful land, so I think it's time we clean them up and send them down the drain. I'm sorry, I'll not be using a lot of hygiene analogies. Alright, it's time we head out to the Spore and take out their very first base. Now, I already scouted their base pretty poorly, and I'm setting up a mini base downstairs to try to, use my launcher as I like to use in most of my battles. Two problems when using this strategy in these kind of base. One, it is too spread out. That means there's almost nothing that really gives me any sort of gain except taking out the towers. And two, I set up my mini base on the wrong side of the base, so the launcher was useless for the rest of the battle. Yay me. Ever since I learned how good creepers are at blowing shit up, I started using them more often in my battles. So instead of just sitting an all-out assault, I use them to meticulously place them in certain builds, take them out, and leave the rest to my big boys. Clearing a nice path for the rest of the army to go through without any hassle or trouble. Though, I also dropped that mid-battle too, realizing none of it matters. We brought our main army to the base and everything's going swell. Everything's gonna get cleaned up nice and good. Brought the team to the portal, but of course, the one thing about this base, other than the massive layout, is that our allies are stupid as fuck. I mean, I would have a full army, but half of them, including my golems, my massive big boys, would just fall for no reason and just get caught on some rocks when I sent them to charge in. So, for the next couple bases, I had to wrap around the portal so they all come in a nice single file line. Because they are children, I swear. They don't know what they're doing. And don't worry, this battle wasn't anything too noticeable. I just went back and forth. Nothing cool, nothing grand. It was just tedious, okay? And it was definitely tedious when over half of your troops leave for no reason. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop talking about that. That is annoying. After degrading my trust and throwing enough bodies into the portal, we were starting to finally take down every single percent. We are down to the last 8%. It only took, about like 200 people and their families to go into war for me just to take out one piglin base. But it's okay. They smell. We're cleaning up. We're the cleanup crew. It's all good. And look at that. Victor. Just look at this gross abomination of a fat ass. My God. Fight is over, but for some reason while in the cutscene, I unexpectedly died. But now we move on to the second base. So yeah, I may have died one too many times in this one, but it is not because I am a bad fighter. No, it is because I am stupid. I'm trying to find the quickest route to get up these, I don't know what they call them, land masses, islands. But the bridge's max height is very annoying, and I just die a lot trying to put them up real quick. I'm trying to set up a path for my army before having to do it while I'm in a fight. I think it's smart. We clean up, we create a mini base, you know the drill. We set up our defenses, we get ourselves steady and ready. No, I'm not saying that. We send in our first wave, which is creepers, to take out their spawners and their, what I would suppose is gas pumps that keep causing us AoE damage, to clear a path for us again. See, I try to do the slow work before sitting in the armies, because it would just get very annoying very fast, but I just don't learn. And now we go for the actual assault. Yes, there's quite a few buildings still in my way, but I just sent them to fight. And see what I mean? You'll see very quickly that the allies' AI, they are infuriating when it comes to bridges. They will fall off, float around, jump extreme lengths. For what? I don't know. And it doesn't matter what path you send them to charge in. Even if there is a clear path in the way, they will go in the direction of the glowing blue arrow. Like a GPS. When it says turn left and there's no turn, they will still turn left. This base base is pretty easy. We just rinse and repeat as usual. But the annoying factor is that they keep getting lost and more enemies keep piling up onto the portal. But I can't get my full army because they keep falling off the damn bridge. Oh wow, look at that. We won. Yay. Again, died upon cutscene ending, so that's pretty fun and comical, but now we head to the third and final base before we hit the boss. This base only has one clear difference compared to the rest. It actually has something defending the portal, which are those Tesla towers. And, you know, they're actually not that hard. The base layout's still annoying, everything's still pretty much the same. I thought I can use a redstone launcher to help me, but in fact, it's only slowing me down, and I wasted my time, so that's great again. First coil goes down pretty easy enough, and then the rest is just circling the base. So it wants us to be picked off one by one, and it kind of works, but, you know, it's actually pretty simple. And with that, their only real defense against us is now offline, and, you know, the rest is history. You should know how this goes. Sure, we may go through 500 allies, we may be dwindling in troops, who knows, morale is probably shattered, but you know what, we win. And when I say we, I mainly mean me, I win. You may ask me, but Diffusion, where's the whole fight? How do we know that you actually did what you did? Well, you don't have to see to know. I mean, it's pretty clear, it's just boring. If you want to see the full fight, by all means, tell me that in the comments, and I'll just play on full clips of me battling it out in these builds. But otherwise, there's no need. We already know what happens. It's just a bunch of back and forth. Nothing extra, no coolness. You know, in a way, I really do feel bad for the piglins. They seem kind of cute and cool, but they're just being hassled. Oh, and this is our first fight where we didn't die in the cutscene, so that's great. And now forward to the boss fight. It is actually quite comical, really. Even before we get to the base, we're already being ambushed by 3 of these massive pig fucks who have, I don't know, lava cannons, I guess, magma cannons. And I'm already having to fend off against 4 to 3 of these before I even hit the base, just so I could spawn back here when I die instead of across the damn world. Yeah, that battle went on longer than I like to admit, so I started building up like I usually do to set up our bridge path before we start getting to the portal. But, of course, I forgot, we're just supposed to fight the boss. And this one's a little goofy, he's a little quirky. So, he doesn't have to stand by the portal. His final phase, though, is at the portal. He kind of just jumps around and we just gotta chase him, so it's just cat and mouse. I create this mess of a base to keep the big fucker from attacking me. And I even set up a protector. You know, the building that protects from enemy projectiles. But apparently, it doesn't tell us this, but it doesn't like to work on enemy bases, even if you clear the ground. Why? I don't know. But they didn't tell us anything. It was supposed to protect my base. But no, it doesn't. I'm angry. Yes, I'm upset. That is annoying. But otherwise, we're ready to take on the boss. We're gonna catch him lacking every single time. We give this man a run for his money, and he likes to shoot his goo a lot. You know, he's a little gooey boy. But Sorry for that mental breakdown. We're good now. But yeah, he's pretty easy to handle. He has a splash AoE of poison. He also likes to barf large projectiles, and he also has little minis that he likes to spawn in. So it's all great, but it's nothing we can't handle. The hype for this fight really isn't there, but the ending is really what gets me going. It is the comical end to a very, I don't know, gross individual. I promise you, after about the first 2 armies I sent in, I realized that all I needed was my 3 golems to take it out. It does 2 to 3% every time each of them hits it, and nothing really could take them out. Sure, they slowly start to fall, and sure, maybe I spent a little more time than I had to fighting it, but if I can be lazy, I'll be lazy. And just like that, even when they all fall, we all have a stone golem somewhere protecting us, throwing their rocks from afar, keeping our lives and livelihoods safe. And that is how we defeat the boss of the Spore.
That was amazing! Fine work, my friend. Fine work indeed. I'm still in awe.
A weapon? What would they do with it? No! Put it back! Put it back!
You cannot put back an idea, my friend. And it is clear this war has sparked one.
And with that, all that is left in our way is the hunt. I do hope you enjoyed this, and I cannot wait to make more content for you. I'm hoping to fix the video that got broken last week. I was making one on before the Unbreakable. The Bastion was falling, and I don't know. Adobe really does not like NVIDIA right now, and the whole file got corrupt. All of it would not export or import. It was getting very annoying. Hopefully I can put something together for y'all. I'll see you all later.